Hey there, Pam. I was just wondering how my big sister is doing. Oh, and by the way, I wanted to let you know that I ran into your husband, Jim, earlier.
Oh, really? You did? And just where did you two bump into each other?
Well, I was on my way back home from work, and I just so happened to pass him on the street, actually.
Wow. Well, that certainly is quite the coincidence, isn't it? I mean, I don't think I can even remember the last time the three of us were together.
I think it's actually been just about 1.5 years, now that I think about it. But man, you sure do have an amazing husband. Do you know that?
I do know that, actually. Thank you for noticing. Although, if you ask me, he's put on a bit of weight. And he still needs to get a hold of his drinking problem, or else he's just going to keep packing on the pounds.
Oh, wow. Do you really think he's gained all that much? When I saw him, he seemed as young and vigorous as ever, personally. Not only that, but he really is such a sweet, kind man. He actually took me out to a French bakery when we did run into each other.
Oh, wow. Well, I'm so glad that he knows how to treat members of my family well.
Well, of course that's what it is. He just wants to show that he cares about your family, just like he cares about you. Such a sweetheart thing to do. And I can't remember a time I had bread that good. I've actually been a bit short on funds lately, so I've been basically living off of instant ramen for a while now.
Oh, Jill, come on. You know that you need to treat yourself better than that. Don't tell me that you're short on money because you went on another shopping spree.
Okay, I don't know if I'd call it a spree. And it's not like I even bought things that were all that expensive. I only got a little bit of makeup, some face creams, lotion, all that stuff. Actually, now that I think about it, it does add up, doesn't it?
Well, have you at least been able to find a job or anything like that recently? Or are you still just bouncing around from part-time position to part-time position?
Oh, come on. You know how hard it is to get a job these days? And I don't want to be held down by some big company and all their rules. I'd much rather live freely. It's how I was meant to be. Don't you get that?
I understand that you value your freedom a lot, but you really need to learn how to control your spending. I mean, is it really the end of the world if you don't buy the latest product or spend all your money on a new bag? Don't you ever worry about savings or getting money for your future or anything like that?
Oh wait, don't tell me that you're actually saving up money right now. Are you really doing that? What are you, some coupon clipping grandma or something like that? Don't you know the world's ending? What's the point of saving if you're not even going to be around to use it at all?
Okay, I know that things aren't looking that great, but we're still decades and decades from the world ending. And besides, aren't you just saying that because you had all your money stolen from you by a scammer? But saving really isn't hard. You just need to put aside a little bit every month. You might even be able to get off your ramen diet if you do. And just know that I have all of this to fall back on is a big relief for me, if I'm being honest.
I don't really care how you live your life, so don't tell me how I should be living mine, okay? I'm not you, got it? And I don't need you lecturing me.
I wasn't trying to lecture you, but you're my sister, and I want to make sure that you're okay and taking care of yourself.
And do you always nag after Jim about every little fault you can find with him? Because I'm sure he doesn't like that one bit.
I mean, Jim and I talk about our problems through open discussion and emotional honesty.
I knew it! I knew that you nagged that poor man. Someone really should come and rescue him from you.
Rescue him from me? What is that supposed to mean? Please, can't you just be a little more logical about this? And what does Ben have to do with any of this?
I'm just saying that I know that if I was with him, I'd always be there to help him and cheer him on. And I'd be a lot kinder to him than you are.
Jill, just because Jim and I have problems that we talk through doesn't mean our relationship is bad. Every couple has issues, but it's how they handle them that says a lot. And Ben and I are very happy with each other. So I don't understand why you're trying to twist my words around to make it sound like we're not.
You say that, but I just really don't get the sense at all that you're there for your husband as much as you say that you really are. But it doesn't really matter since you two are basically through as a married couple anyways.
I guess you'll just have to wait until you're married to find out what I'm talking about. But marriage isn't all that it's cracked up to be.
Whatever. I know that when I get married, I'm going to be the best wife that anyone has ever seen. My tired husband will come from work and I'll have dinner hot and waiting for him.
I mean, I'm sure you'll have plenty of those moments, and if that makes you happy, then great. But I'm just saying that a marriage isn't all sunshine and rainbows. But now that you mention that, are you seeing someone?
No, I'm not seeing anyone right now, but I do have the perfect man in mind for myself.
You mean you have a crush on someone? But you haven't gone up to them and confessed to them. Well, that's a bit strange for you. Normally, you're so direct and don't let anything stand in your way.
Yes, well, I'm just biding my time, but I was thinking of making a move soon. Anyways, give Jim all my love, okay? See ya, sis.
Okay, Jim, what's the big idea? It's midnight and you haven't sent me a single message about where you are. Don't tell me that you're out drinking again.
Oh my gosh, if it isn't my big sister Pam. How's it going, sis?
Hold on a second. Is this Jill? I don't understand. What's going on?
Yeah, it's me, Jill. You guessed it.
But I don't get it. Why are you texting me from Jim's number? This doesn't make any sense. Unless I'm texting the wrong number? But the name in the context is right, so I don't know what's going on.
Oh no, don't worry about that. You have the right number, and I am texting you on Jim's phone, so you got that right too.
So then you're telling me that you and Jim are together right now?
That's right. But man, Jim is a real mess. He's so drunk that he just passed out and he's asleep now. But I'm here next to him, so don't worry.
But, what is going on? Why are you with my husband right now?
Well, he went out for drinks and invited me along, so that's why I'm here with him right now. Does that all make sense?
So you two just went out to drink on your own? Just the two of you? Not a word to me?
I think that Jim didn't want to invite you because he wanted to vent a little bit about you. I think he'd been holding in a lot of emotions. Honestly, he wouldn't stop going on and on about you. He just kept complaining about you until his head hit the bar and he passed out. But he was mostly talking about what an old woman you've become.
Excuse me? Did he really say that about me? What is going on here?
Oh, come on, you can't actually be that surprised that he would, right? I mean, it's true that you are loud and annoying and always such a nag. I would say you really are just a few years off from being everyone's least favorite grandma.
Well, I don't know if Jim has noticed, but he isn't exactly a spring chicken either. But fine, whatever. It's natural for spouses to have gripes about each other. I'll just have to deal with Jim later. Where are you two so I can go and pick you up?
Pick us up? Now, why would you go and do that? I was just going to take Jim back to my place and let him sleep there.
Okay, come on now. You know that that's not okay. Just tell me where you are right now.
But why not? Why isn't it okay if I take your husband back to my house? It's already so late. You don't really want to come out and pick us up, do you? I mean, we're already so close to my apartment. It would just be a huge waste of time and effort on your part.
Because drunk married men should not be getting taken home to go and spend the night in another woman's home. Now tell me where you two are so that I can go and pick you up and take you home.
Oh, come on. You're not actually worried about anything happening between the two of us now, are you? You really can be so strict sometimes, do you know that? Or is it just that you're worried that you don't have what it takes to impress Jim anymore and you're just scared of losing him to another woman like this? You know, if you're really worried about all that, you could always try and put on a little more makeup and at least try and be a little more womanly.
Jill, I am really grateful to you for watching over my husband this long, but this is going too far, so please stop it.
Stop what? I really have no idea what you're talking about. It's not like I'm doing anything.
I want you to stop grabbing drinks with my husband while I'm not around, okay? I understand that he might need someone to talk to, but I would appreciate it if he wasn't complaining to me about you. And it's not like you've ever had any trouble getting any man you want, so please just go find someone else to go after.
Go after? Pam, I think you really do have the wrong idea about this. We're just going out and getting some drinks is all.
If you want to go out and drink with him, then that can be arranged, but let's just do it when I'm there. I don't see why you two need to be going out by yourselves.
Hey there, Pam. I have some big news for you. I just found out I'm pregnant. Isn't that exciting?
Wait, what? You're pregnant? But you're not even married. Who's the dad? Did you find a boyfriend without telling me?
Oh, well, I guess you could say that we kind of got the order wrong, but yes, I have a man. But we're going to have the child first, and then we're going to get married. Isn't that just great?
Well, as long as you are both happy and the baby's going to be okay, then that's all that really matters. So you're really going to wait to have the baby first, and then you're going to marry the father?
Well, I really do wish that I could marry him right now, but there's just so much that we have to do first.
Oh, really? What kind of things do you have to do? Sounds like you're both really busy.
Well, you see, the thing is that my future husband is actually married already, so he's got to divorce his wife first.
Are you serious, Jill? You slept with a married man and let him get you pregnant? That's cheating! You're having an affair!
Oh, don't be such a drama queen. I wouldn't call it such nasty words like that. Besides, we love each other, and that's really all that should matter, right?
I'm glad that you two love each other, but you shouldn't be sleeping with married men. What are you thinking, Jill? Are you at least going to apologize to the wife? Does she even know about this?
Well, I mean, I feel a little bad, but actually I'm telling the wife about the affair right now.
You mean you've already reached out to her? Are you going to her house or something? What do you mean by that?
I mean that the father of the baby I have in me right now is Jim.
Wait, what? What do you mean? This is some kind of joke, right?
It's no joke. I'm very, very serious about this. So anyways, this is my way of asking you to end your marriage to Jim, okay?
Jill, you've really done it now. You screwed up big time.
Oh, come on. I really am sorry that things had to go this way. But you and Jim have been married for 3 years now and still haven't had a kid, right? But when we slept together, I got pregnant right away. It was actually so much easier to steal your husband than I thought it would be.
I had no idea that you even liked Jim all that much. I know you had a crush on him, but I never would have guessed that you'd do something like this. You're so much worse than I could have ever imagined.
Well, you can't blame it all on me. You're the one who stopped keeping an eye on your man after you got married. That's when you should have been extra vigilant, and now look at what it's cost you.
So you're really saying that I should blame myself for letting you get so close to my husband?
I'm just saying that you're my sister, and you know that I won't stop until I get what I want, right? So, if you knew that I was that kind of person, how can you blame me for just following my nature? You should have been more active in stopping me. Not that you could have, of course. I knew from the moment I laid eyes on him that I wanted to make Jim all mine.
So you mean that you were going to try and get with him even before him and I were married?
That's right. I refused to accept that you were going to marry such a great guy. I mean, he's young, he has a great career, he's super sharp, he's the perfect catch. I mean, did you really think that I was going to let you get away with marrying such a rich man? You must have been dreaming.
So then you're telling me that you've done all this just because you're having money troubles?
There's a lot of reasons for what I did, but I'm not going to pretend like my economic situation didn't play into why I went after Jim over other men. But he's also just so handsome and funny that I couldn't stand the thought of you having such a great guy while I had nothing.
Okay, fine then. If that's the way things are going to be, then I'll divorce Jim.
Perfect. Thank you so much for being so good about this. I really thought that you were going to fight more, but you've made this so much easier than I thought.
Well, I just don't see the point of fighting you over this. I mean, it's not going to change how Jim feels about me, or the fact that you two are going to have a kid. So if you two really are in love with each other, then I'll not stand in your way.
You really are so understanding. Do you know that? But I'm glad that at least you can understand the feelings Jim and I have for each other. I mean, there wouldn't be any point in trying to put up a fight anyways. After all, it wouldn't change anything anyways. I've already stolen him from you.
That's right. You certainly did steal him from me, didn't you? Anyways, I hope you two are happy. Take good care of your child.
Hey there, sis. I just wanted to let you know that we finished moving all my stuff into the house. Thanks so much for moving out and making room for me.
Well, I didn't feel like I had much other choice. After all, Jim seems to be head over heels in love with you. But don't worry, I don't have any more feelings for him. He's all yours. I won't interfere.
Yeah, of course we aren't going to interfere. After all, it's clear who Jim really loves. You never stood a chance. I'm so sorry I stole your super rich husband from you, though.
You really still think that Jim is rich? I guess you still have a lot to figure out. Or maybe you and I just have very, very different definitions of who is actually rich.
Wait, what? What do you mean? What are you talking about? That doesn't make sense.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't understand why you think he's so rich. I don't even know where you heard that from.
What do you mean? Of course he's rich. I know he is. I mean, he's a manager at a huge company, right?
Just when do you think that was? When did you first hear that about him?
What do you mean? What does it matter when I heard about what his job was?
Well, it matters because he quit his job from that big company about a year ago. Now he works at a much smaller company in a much less important role. I think he's only making about a third of what he used to be making as well.
Wait, what? No, that can't be right. You've got to be lying to me. I mean, he certainly doesn't spend money like someone who took a huge pay cut.
Oh, trust me, I know all about that. But that's only because Jim likes to keep up appearances. Even though he's living so far beyond his means, and I'm always telling him to stop spending so much. In fact, that's been the source of so many fights between him and I.
So then, is that why he was complaining about how stingy you are?
Is that what he was saying about me? I suppose he would think that of me. But I guess this means you don't even know why he was fired in the first place. He was accused of fudging his sales numbers and skimming off the top with some of the products. His company actually threatened to sue him and instead charged him a huge fine plus a pay cut. So Jim figured he might be able to find better opportunities with another company. Anyways, that's why I was always on his back about his spending habits.
No, this can't be right. I refuse to believe any of this. These are all just lies that you're coming up with now because you're mad that I stole your husband.
I'm not lying to you, Jill, but I'm sure you'll find that out for yourself soon enough. I would also ask you to take a look at his next paycheck. Just brace yourself because you might be quite disappointed.
No, this can't be right. Please tell me this is a joke. Why didn't you warn me about this earlier? I've already been bragging to my friends about stealing your rich husband. I was going to marry him and then never ever have to worry about money ever again. This isn't fair.
You know, I doubt that Jim even has enough money to scrape together to give you a half-decent wedding. And I hope you weren't wanting to take a honeymoon abroad. Better to just do something local instead. Maybe just a little museum date or something like that. I doubt he could afford much more than that.
A museum date? That's not a honeymoon. That's not even a good date. Of course I wanted to go to another country for my honeymoon.
Yeah, well, I think that's going to be a conversation you're going to have with Jim. Just don't be let down when you find out the truth about all of this. It might be better to just give up now, in fact.
You knew this was going to happen, didn't you? You were just trying to slough off your husband onto me. You trapped me into doing this.
You seriously can't be blaming me for this, right? You really are out of your mind if you think I'm going to go along with this.
This isn't a joke. I am in serious trouble and it's all your fault. Don't you know that I'm swimming in debt? I thought I was going to be able to use Jim to pay off all of it.
Yeah, you also have a lot to learn about how you spend and save money too, don't you? Sound like you two are perfectly horrible for each other. I just hope that neither of you experience any kind of unforeseen disaster in the near future. Good luck with the married life.
Pam, it's all true. Everything that you were saying. I cornered Jim and asked him about his job and he confessed to everything you said about him.
Well, yes, that's what I was trying to warn you about.
But then what's going to happen to my loans? I need to pay off credit cards at the end of the month. What am I going to do, Pam?
Why in the world are you asking me what you're going to do about your problems?
Please, I need your help. I don't have anyone else that I can turn to. I know that you have money saved up, so give me some of that. Come on, you know that I don't have even a penny to my name. I need your help.
Oh, I know that you're in trouble. I've been trying to warn you about the importance of saving up and spending smart, but you just ignored me.
Please, you're not really going to leave your little sister to flounder like this, right? After all, you were the one who tricked me into taking Jim from you.
I did not do anything of the sort at all. You stole Jim from me, and Jim was scummy enough to fall for you. But you should know that Jim called me and was begging me to take him back.
You're kidding me. You mean that he's really asked to get back together with you?
Oh, don't worry. I told him that I had no intention of getting back together with him at all. If I were you, I would come clean to Jim about your financial situation as well. Then you can start to make a budget and find a way to dig yourself out of this hole. But that's the last piece of advice that I'll give you. Now, goodbye. After that, I heard that Jill took out more loans to pay back her older loans, not realizing that she was only burying herself deeper and deeper. As for Jim, he never got a grip on his spending habits and only ended up spending all of Jill's loans twice as fast as she could. And as Jill's pregnancy progressed, Jim began to wander and started to see other women behind Jill's back. When she found out about that, however, it didn't matter that she was pregnant. She beat Jim black and blue. I heard later from my parents that Jill and Jim, who did end up finally marrying, divorced very soon after that. Jill had her child and begged her parents to let her live with them. I really hope that Jill learns a lesson from this, but I wouldn't be surprised at all if she's just keeping her eyes open for another man to marry.
Lori, do you have a moment to chat with me? I have something that I need to discuss with you.
Oh, hello, Hannah. Yeah, I have some time to text right now. What is on your mind?
I just wanted to confirm that you would be coming to visit next month, is that right?
Yeah, of course. We're all going to go over to your house for your birthday. I was going to go with Jack.
I see. Well, I knew that Jack was going to be there, but I wasn't sure if you were intending to go as well.
Ah, I see. Well, yes, I was going to go and celebrate your birthday.
You know, I think that I should know since I used to be in your shoes, but you don't really want to come over and have to spend time with your in-laws, right?
Oh? Sorry. Is that how you think I think of you guys? Because I was actually looking forward to it.
Come on. You know that you don't have to say that just because I'm your mother-in-law, right? I know how this works. You're my daughter-in-law, and you would rather not have to spend time with me if you don't have to. So, I just wanted to let you know that it's okay. You don't have to come over for my birthday, okay?
I'm sorry, Hannah. I'm really not trying to just be polite or anything. I really did want to go with Jack to your house for your birthday party.
Oh dear. I don't know why you insist on keeping up this little act. I used to be someone's daughter-in-law too, you know. I get it. You don't have to put on airs for me. I know how you really feel about all of this, okay? So please, don't force yourself to go with Jack if you don't really want to. I'll be just fine if only my son comes over on my birthday. I really mean that.
I promise you that I would not force myself to go to your birthday if I didn't want to. I mean, I've even bought you a present for the occasion. Like I said, I really have been looking forward to this.
Well, I am very happy that you want to do what you think you have to in order to celebrate your mother-in-law's birthday. But I really will be just fine if it's only my son who comes over on that day. Do you understand?
I'm sorry, but I don't really understand. I was planning to be there and I don't really see any reason why I wouldn't go.
Lori, I understand why my husband and son would want to come over and celebrate with me. After all, they're my family. But none of that really has anything to do with you at all when you think about it. I mean, we're not family. So why would you bother to come?
I don't get what you mean. How could you say that you and I aren't family?
Look, I'll be honest with you. I just plain don't want you to come over and celebrate my birthday with the rest of us. I really would prefer if you just stayed home on that day.
So, you're saying that you don't even want me to be there on your birthday?
Exactly. But this means that now you just gained a whole day that you thought you were going to have to waste on me. So you see, it really is a win-win when you think about it. So let's just not waste each other's time any more than we have to.
I don't understand. How could you be asking me not to go on your birthday? I don't even know what I would say to Jack that would get him to go along with that.
Oh, really? Well, I guess I'm just a bit shocked that I'm having to spell all of this for you in the first place. After all, what a good daughter-in-law needs more than anything is tact. You need to know when you should and shouldn't be interfering in your husband's family business.
I am still really confused. Have I done something to upset you, Hannah? I know that we don't get along fabulously, but I didn't realize that you were so averse to even having me around. I just don't even know what to say to all of this right now. I'm quite blindsided.
Oh dear. It isn't that I hate you or anything like that. I just don't want to have to deal with my son's wife on my birthday. In fact, if I can be honest with you, I still have no idea how it is that my son even ended up with a woman like you in the first place.
Oh, I didn't know that you felt that way. What kind of daughter-in-law were you hoping for, if I may?
Well, at the very least, I thought that Jack would know better than to marry someone from a poor family like yours. Did you really think that you would make a good fit for my son, who works in one of the largest companies in the world?
So then, the problem isn't with me, it's with my family? Am I getting that right?
When you and Jack got married, I heard a little rumor about you and your family. I heard that one time, your family was poor that they had to ask relatives to look after you for a while. I've never heard of any family doing that to their own daughter. But your parents were literally so poor that they couldn't even afford to take care of you.
I mean, yes, I did go to live with my grandparents for a few months when I was younger, but it's only because my mom was in the hospital and my dad was away on a business trip, so I didn't have anyone else who could take care of me.
But it is also true that your family was just very poor and didn't have the money to take care of you, isn't that right?
I mean, yes, it is true that my family was not super wealthy when I was little.
And that's why I'm so worried about you being married to my son, you see. I just want to make sure that you haven't only married him for his money.
Of course I haven't. I would never do anything like that, I swear.
Is that so? Because given how old you are, I wouldn't put it past you. A woman like you going after a man like my son, it just doesn't seem right.
Hannah, please. You have to know that I am not after Jack for his money at all. I promise you that I'm not.
Yes. Well, you can send all the message and say whatever you want, but that's just what someone doing what I think you might be would do anyway, right? Anyways, at the very end, I've decided that if I don't like it, then I don't have to see you. So if you're not going to leave my son, then the least you can do is leave me alone.
Hannah, can you please let me in the house? It is pouring out here, and I'm already soaking wet.
I thought I told you that a girl like you needed to learn some tact, didn't I?
What does that have to do with anything?
I thought I made it clear that I didn't want you coming over at all, didn't I? You really need to work on your reading skills if you didn't get that. I have to say, I'm quite surprised that you're this tenacious in the first place. After all, we are quite far from your home. But I already warned you not to come. So if you chose to listen to me, then that is on you. I told you that I didn't want you bothering me or my family.
But I already paid for the meal today. I don't get how you aren't going to let me in after I've already paid.
You think I care if you already paid for your meal for the day? That's not my problem at all. In fact, if you really wanted to help celebrate my birthday, you could have done so by not coming at all.
But Jack insisted that I come. He was the one who dragged me along even though I tried to tell him that I wouldn't. You really think that he's going to let you do this to me when he realizes how late I am?
Oh, you don't have to worry about Jack at all. You see, I told him that you reached out to me to tell me that you suddenly felt very ill.
And you really think that Jack is going to fall for something like that when he saw me this morning?
Of course he will. And anyways, he won't even notice that you're gone once we start talking and having fun. Like I said, I only wanted my family around, and I get what I want.
I don't understand, Hannah. Why are you treating me like this? Why can't I be a part of the family as well?
Because you're just not. You're not a part of the family, and you never will be. You're poor, and you always will be poor, and I'm not going to let you drag my family down to your level. But don't worry. If we have any leftovers, we'll be sure to leave them in the fridge for you. After all, I'm sure a poor little girl like you is used to eating other people's scraps. What in the world do you think you're doing? Why are you calling me so much? You are not going to be let into this house, no matter how many times you try and beg me. I told you that I'm not going to let some outsider like you ruin my precious family time.
Oh, you have got to give me a break. How dare you talk about your own daughter-in-law that way? Just let me into my damn house, and you go and wait outside until we're all done eating.
Excuse me? How dare you talk to me like that? Just who do you think you are?
I think that I'm your husband, Hannah. And I've already heard all about what's going on from Lori. I am just so shocked and disappointed in you. How could you do this?
Wait, but why are you texting me from her phone? This doesn't make any sense. What is going on here?
Well, the horrible wind and rain outside. I just stepped out of the house to try and collect some of our plotted plans to bring them in. Now, you had told me that Lori had to go home with a nasty stomach bug, But there she was, trying to hide under our awning. I asked her what she was doing here, and she told me all about what you've done. What is the matter with you, Hannah?
Wait a second. You mean to tell me that you went outside in this horrible weather? What if you slipped or got blown over?
You think I want to talk about the weather right now? We are talking about Lori. How could you do this to your own daughter-in-law? I just don't understand how you could do this.
Please, don't talk to me like that. I didn't mean to be cruel. I can explain everything.
Oh, really? And just what excuse are you about to pull out of your butt this time?
It's not excuses, I swear. You see, the thing is that Lori has been being rude to me for quite some time now. And well, I just thought that showing her that her actions have consequences might have fixed her attitude.
Is that really the best you can come up with?
But it's the truth. Yes, I was being a bit rude to her today, but it's only because she was insisting on coming.
I know that isn't true either. Lori showed me past text conversations with her. You even made fun of her family, Hannah. I know how you were putting her down for coming from a poor family, but you do know that her family isn't poor anymore, right? Not only are they successful, but it's proof of the hard work they've done throughout their lives.
Hold on a second. This is all just a big misunderstanding. I wasn't trying to make fun of her or her family at all.
You said that you didn't want her to drag our family down with her poverty. I really had no idea that you were even capable of coming up with such horrible things to say to someone.
Please, this is all a mistake. You've got this all wrong. I swear it, Paul.
What did I get wrong here? What could you possibly have to say for yourself about all this?
Well, don't you think that's strange? How did our son end up with a woman like her? I have worked too hard and too long for Jack's sake for him to end up with a girl like Lori.
So the truth finally comes out. At least you're not lying anymore. But that really is the last straw for me. I'll have you know that I think Lori is a wonderful and very kind person. In fact, I'm grateful that she would even want to marry Jack.
You're grateful that her and Jack are together? How can you say something like that, Paul? What is there to be grateful about at all with her?
What are you talking about? There's plenty to be grateful for. I mean, sure, our boy might not have a great job, but we both know how shy he is. He had never even dated a girl before Lori came around. I thought that we'd never get grandkids in our lifetime.
But I mean, don't you think that you're not giving Jack enough credit? Our boy is a great catch, and any woman would be lucky to be with him.
Maybe so, but if I'm being too critical, then you haven't been critical enough. I mean, even Jack himself told me that he thinks of it as a miracle that he met and married Lori. And you know what? Nothing you could do would ever come between them. For all your efforts, they are still dedicated to each other.
I don't know what has gotten into you, but I do know that Lori must have tricked you two somehow.
I just don't even know what to say to you anymore. But if you really dislike Lori that much, why don't you just leave? Because as far as Jack and I are concerned, we'd much rather have Lori around than you.
What? You can't be serious. This is just ridiculous. You're really going to choose her over me? Lori, please tell Paul to let me back in the house. The rain is really coming down, and the wind is blowing it right on me.
I'm sorry, but Paul told me that he didn't want anyone to disturb this time with his family.
You little brat! You're in my home, you know. How dare you talk to me like that? I want you out of there. I want you out right now.
I'm sorry, but I really don't think that you seem to understand the situation. Paul let me in the house and he asked you to leave. You're the one who isn't wanted here. Don't you get that?
No, this can't be happening. I refuse to accept this. How could my son and husband betray me like this? It doesn't make any sense to me at all. I'm the heart and soul of that entire house.
Are you serious about that? I'm sorry, but no matter how you look at it, your husband is much more vital to holding this family together. In fact, if I were you, I would just follow his lead and stop acting up before you get into more trouble.
I still can't understand what went wrong. Paul is normally so quiet and reserved. He's never talked to me the way he was earlier.
Well, it sounds to me like you mistook his silence with apathy, when he was really just a man having his patience tested. Although, I do have to say that I really didn't even know that Paul liked me as much as this. So I was very happy to know that it was only you who felt this way about me.
I have just had about enough of all of this. You really think that a poor little nobody like you is going to get away with tearing apart my family like this? Why don't you just go back home to our poor parents and your tiny house and leave us all alone?
There you go again, insulting me. I really would have thought that you would at least learn to stop doing that. And just what is it that you have against my parents anyways, huh?
I already told you, I hate you and your family because you're all poor. And you're just trying to jump ahead in life by clinging on to my family through my son. But if I could, I would crush your whole family and wipe them off the face of the earth for trying that.
Wow, that is just violent.
Well, of course it is. You're trying to sink your claws into my son and husband and tear my family apart. You think that I'm just going to let you get away with this?
I think you should know that your son and husband are actually reading these texts, and Paul is not happy about any of what you're saying. You've really let down your family, Hannah.
Wait, what? You mean you've been showing them our messages? Why are you doing that? Please, can't you just let me inside so that we can talk about this?
Why would we do that when it's clear that you haven't learned anything this whole time? We are all just sick and tired of the way you've been acting. None of us want to deal with you, especially Paul. I do not think that he is as willing as Jack and I to let you get off without being punished.
Hey, Lori, isn't it time for you and Jack to be heading home soon? I really would like it if you could let me inside. I'm completely soaked from head to toe, and I'm literally shivering, it's so cold.
Tell me, have you thought about what you did and why it was wrong?
Yes, I've thought a lot about my actions, and I should have never been treating you the way that I was treating you. So I want you to know that I am very sorry, Lori.
What am I going to do with an apology from you? I don't need something like that.
So then, does that mean you forgive me?
Of course not. I only said that I didn't need it because you're too late. I am not going to forgive you, and even your husband is saying that he wants a divorce from you.
Wait, what? He can't be serious about that. Why would he do that?
I guess she is just really let down by the way you've been acting. I mean, just earlier you were still insulting my family. I don't know why you thought that you would win any points when you are already in so much trouble.
But he can't leave me. I don't want to get a divorce. This can't be happening. Please. I said that I was sorry.
Well, I don't think that saying sorry to me is going to fix much of this for Paul.
But can't you tell him that you've forgiven me? Can't you tell him that we'll put all this behind us? Please. We've been married for decades. Our marriage can't just end like this. I can't lose my husband and son all in the same day. Can't you see what you've already won? Why do you have to kick me when I'm already down? Why can't you just help me this once?
I am trying to tell you that this is all out of my hands now. Even if I said anything to either of them, they've already made up their minds about you. So your only option now is to pack up all of your things and find a new place to live.
Wait, no. Please, you can't do this to me. Please convince Paul to stay with me. I can't lose everything like this at my age. He can't leave me like this.
You're really not just reading my messages at all, are you? But what I don't get is why you think that I would say even a word in your defense after what you've done. I tried to make things work between us. I wanted to be friends. But no matter what I tried, you refused to even put in the effort to make it work. Jack and I are going to be going home now, but it sounds like you and Paul still have a lot to talk about. Just know that after this, you are never going to see Jack or I ever again. We never want anything to do with you ever again, got it?
I can't believe this is happening to me. I never wanted things to go like this. This isn't what was supposed to happen.
After that, Paul and Hannah did end up getting divorced, and Hannah had to move out and find a place to live on her own. She did come back and begged Paul to let her back in several times, but each time he turned her away. Hannah had never really worked in her life, being a housewife ever since Jack was born. She also hardly had any savings of her own to speak of. I'm sure that moving out and having to earn her own money was quite the lifestyle shift for her. I hear that she's working a few part-time jobs at once and still barely managing to make ends meet in her tiny apartment. I even heard that Hannah ended up taking out several loans to try and keep her afloat, and that now she is up to her neck in debt. I have no idea how she is ever going to dig her way out of this hole she's made for herself. On the other hand, my life got much easier after Hannah was out of the picture. I was able to spend a lot more time with Paul and get to know him. Jack and I go over to his house regularly to have lunch or dinner with him. I actually have still never even seen Hannah since the last night we were talking, but I've sworn to myself to take care of Paul as best as I can. I know that what happened with Hannah wasn't easy on Paul or Jack, but I'm just glad that they've been so supportive of me, just like I've tried to be there for them. I may have taken a while, but I finally feel accepted into the family. Hey, Orwell. I just wanted to let you know that I finally wrapped up at work. I mean, that's it. I'm done with work now. They even gave me a big bouquet and everything.
Amazing, Minnie. You've done so well for yourself. And thank you so much for all the work you've done until now. I know that working while pregnant hasn't been easy on you. So thank you so much for making it this far.
Oh, it really isn't any problem at all. I actually wanted to work and wish that I didn't have to stop. So thank you for supporting me and staying at work even though I was still pregnant. I just hope that I wasn't worrying you at all by doing so.
I mean, when we found out that you were pregnant and you said that you wanted to keep working, I guess I was a little worried.
I know that you were, and I really am sorry for insisting about it. but I just really, really liked that job. And I felt like my work was actually really helping people, which I guess made it easier to do while pregnant.
I just hope that you're not going to regret quitting your job like this, though.
Well, I am very sad to be leaving, but I'm so happy that we're about to start our family together. I just know that doing this with you is going to outweigh any sad feelings that I might have.
Well, I certainly hope so, but I just know how much you've enjoyed working there. Anyways, I still feel bad for having you do that while you were pregnant.
There really isn't anything that you need to apologize for at all. After all, I was the one who just said I would quit when I get closer to having this baby. But I guess this is just the world we live in, isn't it? I wish that it was you quitting your job because you were going to be giving birth.
Well, I'm not sure how much I liked having to go through all of that, but I guess it's good to know that you have such an active imagination. By the way, are you feeling okay? I know that you said you were feeling pretty queasy this morning, right?
Yeah, I wasn't feeling great this morning, but it got much better as the day went on. I think that it's just all the pressure that I have on my stomach with the pregnancy now. I mean, getting around has gotten so much more difficult these past few months. But I guess it's just the baby growing inside of me.
Well, I'm just glad that you're going to be able to rest at home from here on out. And if you need anything from the store or anything like that, you can just let me know. I want you to be able to rest all that you need in order to have this baby safely.
That is true. Although, the doctors have told me that not getting enough exercise could also cause problems. So I was thinking that I would start going on walking in the evenings since I'm not working anymore.
Are you sure about that? Because I really want you to get all that rest that you're going to need.
Well, it wasn't like my work was all that physically exhausting anyways. And you don't have to do all the shopping. I would be more than happy to go to the store and get the things we need from time to time.
Okay, I guess that's all right. But you can't be carrying anything heavy, you know that, right? I just really don't want you to overdo it since you've come so far and have even stopped working now.
Of course. And thank you so much for worrying about me, Orwell. I really appreciate it. By the way, what time do you think that you're going to get home tonight? Is there anything that you wanted for dinner?
Oh, I'm sorry, but I actually have to work overtime at the office tonight, so I won't be back for dinner.
Oh, I see. Well, then I guess I'll just make something simple for myself.
I'm sorry about this. I know that you wanted to eat dinner together since this was your last day in the office and all.
No, it really is okay. I mean, whether I eat dinner with you or by myself doesn't change the fact that I'm done working. But I'm just a little worried since it seems like you've been having a lot of overtime lately. I mean, you were late coming home yesterday as well, weren't you? Are you getting enough sleep?
Yeah, I know things have been really busy for me lately, but I think that they are going to start settling down soon enough. It's been pretty hard on me as well, but I think I'm going to be okay. Thanks for asking, though.
You think that work is only going to be this busy for you only for a little bit longer?
Yeah, I mean, if I had to guess, it would probably be another couple of months. Well, don't worry. I promise to take the time off to be there for you when you have your kid. Of course, my office is pretty stingy with taking parental leave, but I'll get what I can make.
Okay, sure thing. Just please don't push yourself too much. I just don't want you to forget about taking care of yourself, too.
Of course. Thanks for always thinking about me, Minnie. I'll text you again when I'm done here and I'm about to go home.
Sounds good. I hope you have a good rest of your shift. You got this. Hey, Orwell, do you have a moment to talk? Are you even there? I think the last train has already left, but are you going to be coming home tonight?
Ah, Minnie, I'm so sorry. I actually ended up falling asleep.
You were sleeping. You mean that you fell asleep while you were at work?
Yeah. I thought I was just closing my eyes for a second and, well, I actually just woke up with your text. Oh man, this is really embarrassing. And taking a cab all the way back home would be really expensive too. I guess maybe the best thing for me to do would be to find some kind of 24/7 cafe or something, huh?
Oh, well, I am really starting to get worried that you're working yourself too hard these days.
You might be right, but there's just not much that I can do about it now. I mean, we're busy, and the work isn't going to do itself.
Of course, but, well, I just don't think it's fair that your company is treating you this way. You should be able to go home and sleep in your own bed. You always get up so early when you have to leave for the office in the first place. It felt like it's been a whole week since we've even gotten to talk in person.
Well, I really am fine. I appreciate you worrying about me, but I think that I'm going to be okay.
And I'm telling you, this isn't fine at all. I mean, you just said that you fall asleep at the office. You need to talk to your bosses and explain to them that you need to have more time at home. Honestly, this has been going on for a few months now, hasn't it? I get that things are busy at the office, but then maybe they should just hire more people.
Look, Minnie, I've explained to you that this is when things get busy for us here, right? I promise you that in a little bit of time, things are finally going to return to normal.
And just what is it that makes you say that? Did you hear that from your boss? Is the company making a change or something?
No, it's not like that at all. But you know how the economy is. We just have to keep working like this until prices go back down. In fact, I think that we should just be grateful that I even have a job in a market like this.
I don't know, Orwell. All of this just is really starting to worry me. It isn't like we don't have enough savings that we could live on for a little while. Have you thought about looking for a new job? Maybe it might be good to take some time off since I'm about to have our kid anyway.
Look, Minnie, I'm not gonna be quitting my job anytime soon, okay? We're just busy. But this is going to pass, alright?
But I know that you're tired, Orwell, and I feel like you are really burning yourself at both ends right now. Even when I do get to see you in the mornings, you look gaunt and sleepless.
I am telling you that I really do feel just fine, thank you very much. Besides, I'm not gonna be quitting my job when I have you and the newborn baby to worry about. I mean, you guys are the whole reason that I've been working so hard this whole time.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to worry, but I only want to make sure that you're okay.
I really am okay? Please, just listen to me when I tell you that. Anyways, I don't think that I'm gonna be coming home tonight, since it'd be way too expensive to pay for a ride back. And even if I did, I would barely even have any time to sleep by the time I did get home.
Right. I guess that makes sense. Well, I hope that you find somewhere that you can pass the night. I just hope that you're able to find a real bed for yourself for tonight.
I'll look around at some cheap motels or something like that. Hopefully I can get at least some rest.
But you will come home tomorrow, right? I really want to see you, you know?
And I want to see you too, Minnie. So yes, I'll be home tomorrow. I promise you.
Okay then. I'll be sure to cook you something you like for dinner. I really can't wait to see you. And please try and get some rest if you can tonight. It sounds like you really, really need it.
Minnie, why didn't you tell me the big news? I can't believe you haven't come to me about this.
Oh, Tina, I'm sorry. What are you talking about? I'm a little confused.
Come on, we're sisters for crying out loud. Why didn't you tell me that you finally had your kid?
Sorry, I'm still not quite following along. What do you mean by that?
I mean, I saw Orwell with the baby. He looked so happy to finally have his little one in his arms. Although, I have to say that I'm pretty surprised. I thought you would have told me as soon as contractions started. But you didn't even tell me anything. I had to end up finding this all out by myself. I'm happy that you had your kid, but I am just a bit mad at you for not telling me anything. I mean, have you told Mom and Dad about this? Because if you're not going to tell them, then I'm sorry, but I am.
Wait. Hold on just a second. I haven't had my kid yet. I'm still pregnant.
Wait, what? What do you mean? Whose kid did I see Orwell holding? Or maybe I just got the wrong person. But I was sure that it was him.
Sorry, where is it that you saw Orwell with this baby exactly?
Well, I was out with a friend for lunch, and we just happened to drive by the county hospital that you said you were going to go to when it was time. I just happened to see Orwell walking out of the building with a little baby wrapped up in his arms. He called a cab and got in it and drove off.
But this doesn't make any sense. Orwell told me that he had to be at work today even though it's the weekend. Besides, I never said that he was going to have my baby at the county hospital. I was going to the university one.
Oh, but wait. If all of that is true, then what did I see?
This isn't adding up at all. I literally saw Orwell put on a suit and leave for work this morning, just like he always does. He told me that he's been really, really busy at the office and that they haven't let him take any time off. I've been so worried about this whole time, but are you really sure that it was him, Tina?
I really do. I almost got out of the car and called out Orwell's name, but he was already in the taxi by the time that I could have.
I see. And there wasn't anyone else there? You don't know whose kid he was holding? What in the world is going on here? None of this makes any sense to me at all.
Minnie, are you okay? Why do I feel like I just told you something that you had no idea about at all?
I don't know anymore. I've been worried that something has been up for a while now. I mean, Orwell never used to work this much when we first got together. But starting about 6 months ago, he started to stay later and later at the office and had fewer and fewer days off. I told him that I was worried that he was overworking himself, but...
Well, I'm going to go and check on you right now. But what if you came to live with me in Mom and Dad's house?
Oh no. My stomach. It really, really hurts all of a sudden.
Wait, what? Your stomach? You mean, hey, is this really happening? What do you need from me right now?
Tina, I think that my water just broke. This is serious. I think it really just happened. I'm really sorry to ask you to do this, but can you please come here as soon as you can?
Of course. I'll be right there. To be honest, I was hoping that I would be the one to get to do this for you. But just not like this.
I know, but I can't afford to think of anything else right now, so please, just come here and take me to the hospital. I think I'm about to have the baby.
Of course. My friend is going to take me to my car and I'll be there as soon as I can. I know that it might hurt right now, but just hang on. I'll be right there.
Hey, Minnie, are you there? I am so sorry for not being there. I heard that you had a little girl. I really wish that I could have been there to see her face. Please, Minnie, are you there? Can Can you please respond to me? I'm really starting to get worried here.
What is it, Orwell? What do you want?
Minnie! Oh, thank goodness. I was really worried about when I was going to hear from you. I just wanted to say how sorry I am for all of this. I don't expect you to forgive me for this, of course. But I want you to know that I did all I could.
What does that even mean? What did you do? All you did was cheat on me and have a child with another woman. Why are you even messaging me now, huh?
I mean, yes, I did that, but it's not like that.
Then what is it like? You've been missing from my life for the past 7 months, do you know that? It felt like I barely got to see you at all. I was worrying that I had done something wrong or that you were killing yourself with work. But now I know that you were only staying out so late because you were with another woman this whole time.
But you have to understand that I was only staying with her so late because she was pregnant. She told me that if I was there for her until she had the kid, that I wouldn't have to do anything for her after that. You can see that I didn't have any choice, right? I only did what I did for your sake.
I don't care at all what excuses you have to say for yourself. It's obvious that you only cared about getting caught.
But you can't just have expected me to abandon this woman while she was pregnant with my kid, right? Besides, I couldn't afford to have you find out either. With you being early in your pregnancy, I just didn't want the shock of learning about this to have any effect on the baby.
Well, it did have an effect on the baby. Our little girl was born months earlier than she was supposed to, and all because I heard news about you leaving the hospital with another woman's baby in your arms.
But I heard that the doctors say that our baby was healthy despite being so premature, right? Doesn't this mean that everything can go back to normal now? I mean, you know the truth, but at least we have our baby. We can still save ourselves, you know? Please, can we just talk in person, talk about this like adults?
Talk about this like adults. I'm sorry, but I don't think that you get to call yourself that after this. An adult wouldn't have lied to me for so long about where you were going and why you were coming home so late. In fact, the only reason that you're acknowledging any of the affair is because my sister tricked you into handing over your phone to her so she could find the proof of your affair.
Please, you have to know that I was always going to tell you. It's not like I was trying to hide anything.
I don't care what you have to say for yourself. You knew that it was wrong to cheat on me, and you created a web of lies to try and cover your trails. What were you going to do after this woman of yours had your kid, huh? Were you just never going to tell me?
I just didn't think that I'd have to tell you. I thought that after she had her kid that she would disappear, and I would never see that woman or the baby ever again.
Oh well, doesn't that make you the sad little victim in all of this? But the fact is that you cheated on me. You lied to me. In fact, doesn't this woman work at your office? I can't believe that you would take advantage of a younger colleague like that.
But she told me that she was on birth control. She came on to me.
And you went along with it, didn't you? I thought I told you that I was sick and tired of listening to excuses. I have wasted so much time, putting so much emotional energy into thinking about you and worrying that you were overworking yourself for our sake. But now I see that you've always been selfishly trying to have your cake and eat it too.
But I was doing it for us. Can't you see that? Please, we can still fix this, can't we? I know that we can talk this out.
No, we are through talking. You are going to pay for this. Mark my words about that. After my sister had picked me up from my house and took me to the hospital, I spent a few hours in labor before having my daughter. The doctor said that she was healthy despite being so early, but asked that I stay at the hospital for a few more days, just to make sure that there were no problems. After getting back from the hospital, I hired a lawyer who began the divorce process for Orwell and I. Of course, Orwell kicked and screamed his way through the whole thing, but since he not only cheated on me, but had a child with this woman, he had no support from friends, family, or the law. My sister ended up telling Orwell's family all about his double life, and everyone not only supported my decision to leave him, but encouraged me to pursue further legal action and sue him for his affairs. I did just that, and sued him and the other woman for what they did. After that, it seemed as if Orwell was going to marry this woman, but she ended up getting back together with an old ex of hers instead. Orwell's parents were furious that he wouldn't even be father to their own biological grandchild and disinherited him. Before long, rumors about the nature of his affairs spread across his office, and Orwell felt compelled to quit out of embarrassment. As for me, I took my daughter and moved back in with my parents and Tina. They were also welcoming of my daughter and I. I know that it's going to take a while for me to recover, not only from the cheating, but also physically giving birth. I just feel so lucky to have such a great and supportive network around me in my time of need. Hey Lauren, do you have a second to talk? I just wanted to message you about something really quick.
Oh, Rhonda, it's been so long since I've heard from you. Yes, I have some time to text. What's on your mind?
Well, the thing is that I appear to have caught a cold, and I even have a bit of a fever. I felt awful since I woke up this morning.
Oh no, that's just awful. I'm so sorry to hear that. Are you okay? Do you need anything?
Well, I feel awful, but I know that it's actually not nearly as bad as it could be for me. But anyways, I want to get out of the house and go see a doctor. And I know that you work from home, don't you?
Well, yes, I do work from home, actually.
Well then, I am really, really sorry to ask this of you, but do you think that you could watch my son Ian while I go and see the doctor? I know that it's sudden, and I really wouldn't be asking if I had any other choices. But would you mind if I brought him over?
Oh, well, that would be no problem at all. Besides, I'm not busy today, so I could watch him no problem.
Really? Do you mean it? So you don't mind if I drive over there and drop off little Ian at your house?
I don't mind at all, but if you're in a lot of pain and want to go straight to the doctor's, then I could just pick him up from your place.
Oh, I couldn't ask you to do that. You don't even have a car, right? I'm the one putting you out to do this, so I'll take him over. It's not a big deal.
Okay then, well, just so long as you're feeling up to it. After all, I would hate for you to get a hot flash or something while driving. And I take it that my brother isn't available, which is why you're asking me, right?
Yes. Unfortunately, Harry had to leave for a rather long business trip the other day, so he's not even at home.
Oh, I see. I actually had no idea about that.
But anyways, even though I feel bad, the fever isn't dangerously high or anything. I know that I'll be okay driving.
Got it, but does that mean that when you get back from the hospital, you'll still have to take care of Ian by yourself, right? If it was okay with you, I wouldn't mind holding on to Ian until tomorrow. Maybe that way you could get a little rest and only have to worry about yourself today.
You mean you're really okay if my son spends the night at your house? You really take care of him like that?
Yes, of course, unless you're nervous about me watching Ian, since I'm single and all.
Oh no, it's nothing like that at all. I just really wasn't expecting you to offer to watch Ian like this. I'm very happy. Just a little surprised is all.
Well, of course I would offer to help. I mean, if you're feeling bad, why wouldn't I offer to help? It really will be my pleasure. Besides, it's been so long since I've gotten to see my nephew.
Well, thank you so much again. I mean, this is going to be just a huge help. You really have no idea. I was so worried about doing this all by myself.
Of course. Besides, all of our parents just live so far from us, so we've got to be there to help each other, right?
I really am so glad that I have someone like you as a sister-in-law. Thank you so much for everything you do. Well, okay then. I guess I'll tell Ian to pack an overnight bag, and then we'll head your way before I go to the doctor's.
Sounds good to me. I'll just be here, so ring the doorbell and I'll take him.
Actually, Lauren, I was wondering if I couldn't ask one more little favor from you.
Yeah, of course. What's on your mind?
I was just wondering if you wouldn't mind hiding the fact that I'm so sick and went to the doctor from Harry.
Well, I guess I could do that for you. But would you mind telling me why you want me to do that?
Well, it's just that you know how Harry can get. He's always been such a little worrywart, and I would hate for him to cancel his trip and come back just for me. I think that even if I told him it was just a little fever, that he wouldn't listen to me and insist on coming home. But I know that this is a really important trip that he's on.
Yes, that is very true about my brother. He can be very protective. Okay then, it'll be our little secret.
Thank you so much. And I'm sorry about all of this. I know that I'm asking a lot from you already.
Oh, you have nothing to worry about at all. But anyways, I'll just be home, so take your time. Hey, Rhonda, are you there? I was just wondering around what time you were going to pick up Ian.
Oh yes, I was going to stop by your house around 9 tonight. But just know there might be a chance that he might have to spend another night there. It's a good thing I sent him with that overnight bag, though.
Well, that's kind of the thing. Work is starting to pile up, and I don't think that I can watch Ian for another night. So I was hoping that you could come and take him off my hands now.
Wait, what? I don't understand what you mean by that. I thought you said that you wanted to help me, didn't you?
Yes, I did say that, but I think that we might have had different ideas of what that means. And I just think that I can't keep having him stay over like this anymore.
But I don't understand why not. I mean, don't you work from home? You told me that you hardly ever have to go to the office.
Yes, but I am still hired by a company and I have online meetings that I need to attend as well. So even though I'm at home, I'm still quite busy with work. It's just difficult for me to pay attention with a kid in the house.
Oh, come on. What are you talking about? You can just pop him in front of the tablet and forget all about him. That's what I do.
Rhonda, I'm not just going to let Ian watch TV all day and do nothing else. That would be horrible for his eyes, to say nothing about his brain.
I think you're being just a little overdramatic about all of this. It's not like he's spending every night there with you. I thought I could come to you to ask for some help, and now you're going back on your word.
I really do understand that you have a lot going on, and I do want to be able to be there for you. But I have my own responsibilities that I need to work out. If you want to leave him here on the weekends, that's fine. But I've watched him basically every other day this week. And so if this keeps going on, then I might just have to go to my mom and ask her for help.
Wait, what? No! You can't do that. Please, don't say a word about this to your mom either.
But I am telling you that I can't do this all by myself. Don't you get that?
Are you trying to cause problems between your mom and I? Because I already know that your mom isn't the biggest fan of me, you know. And so, if you go and ask for help with this, I just know that I'm going to get a big lecture from her later.
You mean like the time that she caught you smoking while you were pregnant?
Yes, exactly like that. I mean, it was just one little cigarette, and I hadn't smoked in so long. And then, your mom was just acting like I was some crazy, horrible person for doing it. But I just know that in France, they must do it all the time.
Right. Well, I don't really think that anyone should be smoking while pregnant. So, to be honest, I think you kind of had that one coming.
Okay, maybe. But even so, your mom shouldn't have just flipped out on me like that. I mean, I'm still the mother of her grandchildren.
I understand that you and my mom have some issues with each other, but I don't think she's the kind to hold a grudge. And anyways, if you need more help taking care of Ian, then I think that you should ask her for help. After all, the whole reason you need the help is because my brother is away, right?
But I just know that your mom would just tell me to suck it up and try to take care of Ian anyways.
I really don't think that she would say that if you explained the situation to her, Rhonda.
You don't know what you're talking about. Your mom hates me. I won't ever go and ask for her help. So please, don't go and tell her about all of this, okay? I'm serious.
Okay, but I'm telling you that my work is really starting to pile up and I can't watch Ian like this anymore. In fact, next week I have a ton of business meetings lined up and even some trips to the office.
Oh, okay. I think I understand. So what you're saying is that you're good to watch him for the rest of the week?
That is not what I was saying at all, and I think you know that. So if you could please pick up your son by the end of the day, that would be a huge help to me.
But it's only the start of the week, and you just said that you'd be fine for this week.
That isn't what I said at all. Besides, I have to catch up on all of the work that I missed last week from sitting Ian.
Well, look, I'm really sorry, but if it doesn't work with my schedule, then I just won't be able to pick him up on time.
Your schedule? Harry told me that you're a housewife and don't work, isn't that right?
And just what is that supposed to mean? You think that just because I don't have a job doesn't mean that I don't have things to do?
That's not what I was saying, and I feel like you're putting words into my mouth. Besides, I think we can both agree that the most important thing here is Ian, right?
That's exactly what I'm trying to say. Besides, if I want to be a good mother to Ian, I need to have some time away from him to compose myself. Look, you're not married and you don't have kids, so I really don't think that you know what you're talking about with this. You have no idea how hard it is to be a mom like me. There are some days I'm so tired I feel like passing out. And I thought I could come to you in time of need and ask for your help. And this is the response that I get?
Rhonda, I'm really not trying to downplay any of the hard work that you put into being a good mother. But I am telling you that taking care of Ian is really starting to affect me too.
Oh, please. You don't even know what it's really like to have a child all the time. So how about you quit your complaining and just listen to what I have to say? You are going to take Ian for the rest of the week, and I am not going to be picking him up today. Lauren, I know that you're there. Can you please stop ignoring my calls? You are still taking care of my Ian, aren't you? I hope that you're making sure he's getting fed 3 meals a day.
Rhonda, what in the world are you talking about? I'm not pretending to ignore you.
What are you talking about? I know that you're pretending not to be at home, even while I was outside your door ringing the doorbell.
I really wasn't doing that at all. In fact, I haven't been in the house all day. I had some meetings and things to take care of at the office.
Wait, what? But you never told me that you weren't going to be in today. Why didn't I know about this sooner?
I literally told you last week that this week would be very, very busy for me.
I don't remember you ever saying something like that. You better get back here right now.
I'm sorry, but that is just not going to happen. In fact, even if I did go home right now, I wouldn't be back for another hour.
But I left Ian standing in front of your front door when I was there this morning. And that was more than an hour ago.
Hold on a second. You mean to tell me that you left Ian alone at my house over an hour ago?
Yes! I thought you were at home and just pretending not to be.
Well, you better go back to my house and pick Ian up right now!
Don't you dare tell me what to do. I don't have that kind of time. Ugh! You're ruining my plans entirely. If you work from home, then that means you should be at home every day of the week. You really are just useless. Do you know that? Lauren, you are in big trouble. Do you know that?
What are you talking about now, Rhonda? I really am starting to get just a little sick of this.
I am talking about Ian. It's all your fault that he's gone missing. I came back to get him and I couldn't find him anywhere. Well, now, I'm going to go call the cops and have them arrest you for this. I'll sue you into oblivion. You should have come back when I told you to.
Rhonda, if you call the cops, the only person getting in trouble will be you. Honestly, how in the world did I end up with such a stupid daughter-in-law?
Stupid daughter-in-law? What is that supposed to mean? That's rich coming from you.
You're not talking to Lauren right now, Rhonda. You're talking to her mother.
Wait a second. Carmen? Is that really you?
That's right. It's really me. And Lauren has been telling me all about the crap you've been pulling. I'm not sure that I've ever met a worse mother than you. Do you know that? You left Ian to be watched over by Lauren when you know how busy she is with work. And then you go and leave Ian alone standing in front of her door and lose him? You have no business taking care of a child.
Wait a second, Carmen. Let's just calm down. I think there's been some kind of mistake here.
You really think that now is the time to calm down?
I just think that we need to prioritize finding Ian, so I really don't have time to deal with being lectured by you.
Well, if you must know, Ian is here, safe with us.
You mean that you found him? Is he okay? Was he safe?
That's right. Lauren called her apartment manager and he found Ian and took him for the time being.
Oh, thank goodness. Well, I guess all is well that ends well, right? No more problems to worry about.
Are you kidding me? Do you really think this is okay? What is the matter with you? You left poor little Ian here all alone and you think that you can just get off scot-free from that? Do you have any idea how much trouble they could have gotten in? What if they got hurt? Why would you even leave them there?
Well, I just had something really important that I had to do, and I couldn't take Ian with me is all.
And just what plan is so important that you weren't able to take them with you?
If you really must know, I had to go to a friend's funeral today. So there, is that what you wanted to hear? Happy now?
Oh, really? You were at a funeral? Why don't you go ahead and tell me a little more about this funeral then? Is there anyone that I can call to confirm all of what you're saying right now?
What is your deal? What are you trying to blame me like I'm some kind of horrible person? I mean, I get that you don't like me, but it seems like you use every chance you get to attack me.
I don't want to hear it from you. Lauren already told you that she wasn't home, and yet you thought it was fine to leave your kids there anyways. But if you're not going to own up to the truth, I guess we'll just have to tell the police.
Wait, the police? What are you talking about? Why would the police need to be called if we already found Ian?
You were the one that said you were about to report my daughter to the police, isn't that right?
But I mean, now you're talking about calling the police on me. It wasn't Lauren to get into trouble, not me. But now, there's no need to call anyone.
Well, Lauren is back home now. She took Ian from her building manager. But you should know that the wife of the building manager is a mom whose children go to the same preschool as Ian.
Wait, what is that supposed to mean? I don't understand.
You mean you really can't guess at all what's going to happen next here?
I don't know what you're trying to get at here, but I don't like it.
Okay, then I guess I'll have to break this down for you. The thing is that this mom actually already called the cops on you. After all, she was telling us that you would bug all the other moms from the preschool to watch Ian. And when they finally all said no because they knew you would pull something like this, that's when you went to Lauren.
I just needed a little bit of time away from the kids, that's all.
Do you think my daughter runs a daycare from her house? Well, don't worry. You're going to have plenty of time away from your kid now. You won't ever be getting them back.
Hold on a second. You can't do this. I'm Ian's mother. You can't just take him away from me. You don't have that right.
Oh, I don't, but I'm going to tell someone who does have that right. Your husband. Or you can call him right now if you want to talk to him. Then you just have to wait for the police to contact you.
Wait, but can you please tell me where you are? Where is my son? I have to know. I'll go and pick him up right now, so please tell me.
Hello, Rhonda. It's Lauren again.
Lauren, why in the world were you letting your mom talk to me like that? But you saw, right? You saw the way that she treated me?
I let her text you because she's right next to me the whole time and I had to hand her my phone. As for your son, I'm not going to lift even a single finger to help you out here. You seriously put your own plans in front of being there for your toddler. I don't care how badly you needed a break. You took this way too far. Not only that, but we heard from the other moms from your preschool about how you would trick them into taking care of Ian for days. And then they would see you out drinking and even walking around with other men when you told them Harry was out of town.
But it wasn't like that at all. They have it all wrong. They don't know what they're talking about. That man was just a friend. All those moms are always making up rumors.
Even if that were true, the fact is that you still took it too far this time. You left Ian with me for days and days and days. And thanks to you, I was hardly able to get any work done at all. Why pretend to care about Ian if you don't even want to be a real mother to him?
Lauren, how could you say that? Please, just whatever you do, don't go and tell my husband about this. I mean, do you know what will happen if he finds out? You have to talk to your mom and convince her not to say a word to Harry, okay? I promise that I'll never ever do anything like this ever again.
No, I don't think I'm going to do any of that at all. In fact, I think it would be better if my brother did leave you and my mom feels the same way. You are clearly unfit to take care of a child, and it seems like you've been pulling this scam for some time now with the other mothers.
Please, you have to know how sorry I am. I realize that I should have never been acting this way at all. So please, whatever you do, don't go and tell Harry about this. I don't want him to take Ian from me.
I think you have more to worry about than what Ian is going to do. After all, you have the police to worry about. And after what you've done here, I don't think that any judge would ever grant you custody.
But you can't take my son away from me. If I lose Harry, then Ian will be all that I have left. You can't do this to me.
Nobody is doing this to you, Rhonda. You have done this to yourself. Don't you get that yet? You are the mother to a helpless toddler. You understand that, right? You understand he doesn't have anyone else either.
But I just needed a tiny little break, that's all. You don't know what it's like.
I am getting sick and tired of this woe is me act. You pretend like you work so hard to be a mom when really you look for any excuse to get out of it. I am going to tell Harry about this and he is going to deal with you the way that he sees fit. But as for you and I, we are through here. After that, I told Harry all about what Lauren had been doing with Ian while he had been away, and unsurprisingly, Harry asked Lauren for a divorce. Harry told me that if he could, he really would want to try and make things work with Lauren. But thinking of the dangerous way that she would leave him with strangers to go running around, he knew that for the sake of his son, he couldn't stay married. And later, when Harry found out that Lauren was out seeing other men, he knew that he'd made the right decision. Lauren tried crying to me about this, but I wasn't having any of it and blocked her. I heard that she ended up moving back in with her parents. Harry arranged to come back as soon as I called him about what had happened. Our mom took Ian in, and after the divorce, Harry moved in to take care of Ian as well as our mom. As for me, I'm just glad that nobody got hurt and that Ian is going to get the care he deserves. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.